Following a number of key guidelines will lead to a successful installation of Centiva vinyl tiles and planks. Let's walk together through these practices for flooring projects. The best place to start is by reviewing the most current Centiva installation guidelines found on Centiva.com. As always, give us a call with any questions. There is no more important issue with an installation than proper subfloor preparation. Imperfections in the subfloor should be corrected prior to installation. A smooth, sound surface is necessary for an installation to perform well, and to avoid visible irregularities caused by the telegraphing of those issues through your new flooring installation to the surface. Existing flooring should be removed, as well as old cutback adhesive, grease, wax, or other foreign matter that may interfere with the adhesive bond. If you plan to remove an existing floor and suspect it may contain asbestos, refer to www.rfci.com for proper removal practices from the Resilient Floor Covering Institute. Painted and varnished surfaces must be sanded and dust-free. Concrete floors must be fully cured and meet moisture guidelines. Either of two methods can be used. Both the calcium chloride test and the relative humidity test are recognized for moisture testing. Testing should be performed in various areas of the space. The moisture level from the concrete should not exceed 6 pounds per 1,000 square feet or 75% relative humidity in a 24-hour period. If the concrete exceeds these moisture limitations, the installation should not proceed until the problem is corrected. pH levels are also important. The pH level of the concrete slab should not exceed 9.0 before, during, or after installation. If you are using underlayment panels to correct deficiencies in the subfloor, refer to Centiva's detailed installation guidelines for a list of approved underlayment panels. A Portland or synthetic gypsum-based patching compound or leveler should be used to cover seams, cracks, indentations, and other subfloor irregularities. Check with your subfloor materials supplier for the best product for your specific flooring situation. A smooth and stable subfloor will lead to an attractive and long-lasting floor installation. Centiva offers a wide variety of tile and plank styles in varying textures and sizes. Before beginning the flooring installation, there are a few important items to review. Refer to Section 2.0 of Centiva's installation guidelines for specific layout recommendations for the product you are installing. There you will find guidance regarding the direction and offsetting to use when installing Centiva tiles and planks.
One of the first and most important parts of installing Centiva is the acclimation period. The product should acclimate for a minimum of 48 hours at a temperature between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit. As well, the product should also be stored in a neat and orderly fashion so that it maintains its integrity during the acclimation period.
Multiply the room's width times length and add any square footage for offsets or alcoves. A 5% allowance should be added to the total. Round up to the next carton from your total required square footage.
Before we start spreading the adhesive, we need to keep a few things in mind. We need to check for our properly notched trowel size and that we do not spread more adhesive than we can cover in the allowed workability time. These times may vary from job site to job site due to site conditions.
Centiva tiles and planks have 20-year commercial and lifetime residential wear warranties when installed with Centiva adhesives. Clarification of a few key factors will help in the proper selection of adhesive for each specific environment. Those important factors are listed on screen here and can be found in the same installation guide referenced earlier on Centiva.com. Open or workability time can vary according to temperature, humidity, and porosity of the subfloor. Confirm that you have the tools needed for the installation. And one quick installer's tip. Keep in mind that trowels wear over time. A worn trowel may prevent sufficient adhesive from remaining in place on the floor during application.
Before installing the floor, it is important that we pull material from multiple cartons in order to shuffle and blend the material.
Carefully determining where to begin your installation will result in the most professional-looking job. Ending with at least half a tile at each wall provides the best appearance. For the best results, follow these guidelines. First, treat the room as a rectangle, disregarding offsets. Find the center point of the two end walls and strike a chalk line between them. Find the center of the chalk line using a carpenter's square and strike the second chalk line at a 90-degree angle to the first one. Starting in the center, loose lay several tiles to one end wall and a second row to a side wall. If you end up with less than half a tile, move the center line a half tile nearer the opposite wall. Do this in both directions. Apply adhesive in broad sweeping movements to no larger an area than tiles or planks can be installed within the prescribed open time for the adhesive. The first tile should be placed at the junction of the chalk line. Measure the distance from the center to the wall parallel to the direction of the plank. Divide that measurement by the width of the plank you are installing. If less than 1/2 of plank remains as the border plank, adjust the center point by 1/2 the plank width. This will give a larger border along the wall and reduce the chance of having to cut a small sliver of flooring to place along the wall. If the planks have beveled edges, you should always place any edges cut at the job site against the wall. The first plank should be placed at the junction of the chalk line. Continue laying the plank, making sure each is flush against the chalk line and tight against the adjoining plank. Lay row by row or in a pyramid fashion. Roll each section as it is laid with a 100-pound roller. Re-roll the floor after the installation is complete. Promptly remove any excess adhesive that appears after rolling. Failure to roll the floor before the adhesive becomes too dry or hardens will result in a loss of adhesion. Along the wall perimeter, tiles or planks will need to be fitted, cut, and installed. Place the tile or plank that will be installed between the last installed piece and the wall. Score the tile or plank on the top side of the flooring along a straight edge, carpenter's square, or other piece of tile. Bend the product and cut along the back side of the flooring for a clean cut edge. Install the factory edge of the flooring against the last installed tile or plank and the cut edge against the wall. We want every project to be successful. Give us a call at 888-Centiva with any questions. We are here to help. Thanks for choosing Centiva.